Hello there. Hi, Jackie. How is everyone this evening? I hope everyone's having a good evening. We have some things to talk about, guys, as usual. How are you, Jackie? Let me know if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, great. Okay. We have some topics to talk about. There's so much going on, guys. They're talking about Section 8, and then we all know that the Diddy trial is going on, and oh, I've been listening to some of that. That's just crazy, it seems like. So I just thought that maybe we should get into some of that. Hi, Steph. Thank you for being here. Um, I can figure out, okay, well, in a sense, they're both. I mean, Section 8, I think, is more important because people really want to know about Medicare, Medicaid, all that kind of stuff. But pop culture and what's happening out there and how it affects women. And, I'm looking at the Cassie story and I'm like, how in the heck did she let it, how did, not she let it get that far? Because I can see where people are victims, and they get so far gone. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Zen. And things get so far gone before you know it, you're caught up in something, and you're trying to figure out how to get out of it. And that's, I feel kind of bad for Cassie in a sense because, even though we saw all the glam and all that kind of stuff, everybody thought she had it going on, and she was getting beat and made to do things that she didn't want to do. And all that kind of stuff. I mean, it was just terrible when you listen to it. And then they showed the whole video. I don't know if you guys saw that. They showed the whole video of them being in that hotel room and him kicking her and dragging her down the hall. It was like 15 minutes. And I just think, I mean, I guess other people were afraid for their lives too, but you were sitting there watching that happen with her and nobody reported it. So I don't know how I feel about that. I think that them just sitting there and letting it happen is crazy. But I think we'll talk about the Section 8 stuff first because, again, that's what he's proposed. It's not um, set in stone yet, but I'm sure he's working on doing something. Hi, Valerie. Olivia, he's working on it. And I think we'll see what's going to happen with that first. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit the like button, please, guys. I'm going to try not to be on here too long tonight because sometimes I can get going and we're on here before we know it. It's 3 hours. That's crazy sometimes when I think about it. I mean, but it's a good time. It's fun, and we get to discuss a lot of things. So I love that part about it. Yes, I did watch that video. Thank you, Nathan. Um, yeah, he has a lot of interesting thoughts. So, yeah, he shows up in my feed a lot. Okay. Yeah, Kamala did tell everybody what was going to happen. Nobody listened to her pretty much. And now here we are. I'm just hoping that I feel like him about the governorship thing that they're alluding to. She may be looking more towards. To me, that's a step down. I think if she continues to, if she doesn't get in there this year, we still have hopes, guys. I mean, I still have hopes that she'll get in there this year. But in case she doesn't, I would much rather see her run again than to settle for a governorship. I think that she could make it. What do you guys think? I think she could make it this time. Hi, JC. Because there's no way a Republican is going to get in there. And I know it's hard for people to vote for women and all that kind of stuff. We've heard it. We've been there before, and we've heard it all. She's a woman. One strike, second strike. She's a black woman. Okay, and men have this thing about people who brought them into the world, which is so stupid. Hey, Apple. Hi, Margaret. It's so crazy. They wouldn't be here. Do you hear me? And okay, so you can't trust the woman. You trust her to make your family and have your babies and all that kind of stuff, but you can't give her enough power you can't say she's powerful enough to run the country. That to me is just ridiculous. She might run against Vance in 2028. Yeah. Well, yeah. And I hope she does. I mean, but this thing about her being governor of California, I just don't, you know, I just don't like that. I wish they would stop saying that. I wish they would just get that out of the whole vocabulary. Don't even let's don't even discuss that part because we don't want to see that happen. To me, that's a total letdown. Yeah, Valerie said I'm waiting for her for 2025. Me too. I'm still waiting for that. Hi, Blueberry. I'm still waiting for that. No governor. Right, Valerie. Okay, so she goes from everybody wanting her for president. And yeah, some people sat on their butts and didn't vote. But for the most part, um, the election was stolen from her. We know that. So hey, Layla, what makes her think um, that she should? I mean, maybe she just don't want to go through all the stress again because I'm sure it was very stressful. Running a campaign like that and everything is very stressful. Not only that, she's gonna have to come clean up his mess. We know she's got to come clean up his mess, right? Because he's gonna leave a total. It's probably gonna be hard to get through all the mess that he's gonna leave. So she's got to clean that up. But that's normal. Usually that's what happens. Cleanup crew has to come in and clean it all up. So Zen says, what's to stop them from cheating again? Well, hopefully they got a handle on it now. I hope. So Steph, you think they'll cheat again too? I hope not. Well, I mean, not that they wouldn't try. Of course they're going to try, but I'm hoping that they got enough time to get things straight and straighten out some. I don't know. I just can't see them with all that's happened and all that we've been through, with them just giving them another opportunity to cheat. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I can't see that. I don't know. And maybe I'm just a little bit naive. Yeah, they're going to try because, that's the only way they can get in. Hi, Catherine. I believe, and they know that is the only way that they can get in. It's cheating because there's no way a Republican should win anything at this point of the game. It's like most people want to see them out of there. Now, if they win, yeah, it would have to be cheating. That's how I see it. Well, you know what? We should look and see if she's going to run because the report, somebody said the report is coming out pretty soon about what she's going to do. Yeah, Jackie, I believe she won But still, I believe all those people that sit on their butts and just didn't vote because, that was a problem too. Just be honest about it. That was a problem too. They didn't like what was out there. Well, you just let a wannabe, whatever he wants to call himself, get in there, because you sit on your butt, and now look at where we're at. So let's look at Kamala. I know she wasn't we didn't talk about her in the title, but I mean, now that we're talking about her, I'm just gonna ask, what are the chances of her running, Spirit? I think she'll run. I really do. Yeah, she didn't have a lot of support from the Dems in the beginning from her party. They really didn't want her in there. They had, Nancy Pelosi and all them. Oh man. Until the last minute, then they said, okay. Um, and then to me, how was she supposed to feel about something like that? Okay, Spirit, tell me about Kamala. What does it look like she might do? Does it look like she may run? What is the energy behind that? Might she run for president, Spirit? What is the energy behind Kamala running for president? I think that's just okay. She knows about the theft. All these cars flew out, so I'm just going to use them. She knows about the theft, and she's still making a decision. They're still analyzing things. This is her King of Pentacles. She's really focused on, planning. We talk about finances when this card comes up. I'm sure she won't have any problem getting money together to, help with her campaign, that kind of thing. And the structure of how things are going now with the government and that kind of thing. And then here's the death card. So something's going to come to an end and there's going to be a new beginning. Now, what is that? When we get that report, I guess she's going to let us know which one she's going to do. Is she going to run for governor or is she going to run for the White House? Let's see what else we can get on that. Yeah, information is going to be coming pretty soon, guys. We are going to hear. We know that report, and she's still trying to balance. I think she, for sure, she's still kind of going back and forth on it. So I guess it's a big decision for her to make. It's a big decision because guys, it really affected her family, everybody. So. Yeah, Valerie, I agree with that about Biden. Yep, I agree with that. Something was up with that. What's their energy about the airports? The airports. I do believe they're trying to scare people. Thank you, Yulitha. I appreciate you. Back at you tenfold. Your spirit rings. Back at you tenfold. Yeah, we have to be concerned about them going on strike and all that kind of stuff too. The energy around the airport, Spirit. All right, Spirit, tell me what's going on. with the airports at this time. Right. Entertainment purposes only. Everything I say here is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Okay. So got that out the way. Thank you, Nathan. Yeah, we miss you too, Yulitha. Where have you been, girl? Okay. Airports. Spirit, tell us what's going on with the airports. What is going on with the airports and the pilots and all that? What's things looking like right now? Okay, there's some kind of partnership, guys. We know that. This is the emperor. Okay, and I'm going to say that this is him, orange face. Um, some kind of partnership. I feel like this is the pilots and everybody, the assistants and all that. They're on a defensive because something new is coming about. Now, there may be some new bargaining or something, but something is changing. They're working on creating something new. Some new action is being taken. They are talking. And I think that what we're talking about here is we're talking about the pilots and the traffic controllers and that kind of thing. They're getting a little bit sick of this. But I mean, it's him that's got everything messed up. And his partnership now. I feel like the people, these workers, they put in a lot of hard workers and a lot of hard work, and they are tired of seeing all the mishaps that are happening right now. Let's see what, because it keeps happening. Stuff keeps happening. Tell me more, Spirit, about the workers. Tell me more about them. Mm. Okay, there's a lot of confusion. They know that what's happening is really about the money. Now, something's going to happen. And we're talking about Orange Face making more money, him and what's his name? Leon. But here's the tower. Here's the tower. So what are we talking about? There's some sneaky things going on. They are trying to cause a lot of confusion. They're making people really confused about what's going on as far as whether they should um, get on the plane or not. And then we have some information coming in concerning everything. Now, let's see if we can expect any more accidents as far as plane crashes and that kind of thing goes. I moved my cards again, guys. My where did I put them? My criminal cards. And I need them. Be right back, guys. 1 second. Okay, just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Um, Let me use these. I want to see. Because, and I think it won't, it'll probably be a while before we find out really what's been going on, guys. And I am not a conspiracy theorist, but we've never seen things happen like they're happening now. Planes just falling out of the sky. And now all of a sudden, I mean, it's happening, but not as frequently as it had been when he first got in office, which tells you that there was something else behind it. Okay, I see that question, Valerie. All right, Spirit. Are we looking at more planes falling out of the sky? Yeah, I heard about that, Nathan. I thought somebody else was supposed to be doing something too as far as impeachment. Another senator or rep? Okay, tell us about the planes, Spirit. What do we have to look forward to when it comes to the airports and plane travel? Life insurance, accident, hotel, motel, landfill, and okay, that's the partnership. Okay, looking at these cards, guys, I think that we can expect something else to happen. The last card I pulled, so we have life insurance, accident, hotel, motel, landfill, and I think this partnership to me is not being a conspiracy theorist, but people that may be partnering together to make something happen. Then we have dismemberment. So, regret. Fake death again. I think this is more about the faked um, um, the accident that will happen. It won't just be because it happened. I mean, if they keep doing those blackouts and um, the air traffic controllers can't see where the planes are for 90 seconds, and then they say, "Oh, it just happened. It really wasn't anybody did anything." Really, why is this the first time it's happening? Don't you think when they first started using computers and that kind of thing, that we would have known about it when they first started doing all these things or running with AI or whatever? That why is it happening now after he takes office? So I don't know. Secrets. Homicide. I'll stop pulling because I think we can expect for another one to happen pretty soon, guys. Just be careful if you're flying. And I know a lot of people are, some people had already planned trips and everything. So, okay. Let me go back and look at your questions. Valerie says, I heard Marjorie Taylor Greene will be leaving soon. Leaving where? Are you saying that she's gonna leave Congress? Okay, clarify that for me. Where did you hear that, Valerie? Okay, let's see if Cash Patel will leave on his own. Let's see, I had my, what do I do with my, see, that's what I get. That's why I keep putting it back in the box, because I lose it. Oh, okay, I don't see it right now. Let's see if Cash Patel will leave on his own. And let me use a different deck. All right, Spirit. For entertainment purposes only, will Cash Patel leave on his own? I doubt if he's going to get fired, though. 3 of Wands. 4 of, no, this is a 5 of Swords. 4 of Coins. There's planning going on. Some people want him to leave, but no, he's being stubborn. He's really trying to hang on. He's trying to hang on. And I've got a feeling that some of the Republicans, in a sense, want him gone, but there's not much that they can do about it. I have the 3 of, like I said, the 3 of Wands, 5 of Swords, and the 4 of Coins. So it's like a lot of things he's doing is he's hurting himself, but he doesn't plan on going anywhere. He's going to stick around until, if anybody is strong enough to get him fired. Now, Laura Loomer, I don't know if she's gone for real, but she's the one firing everybody nowadays. But I guess he would be a hard one to fire in a sense. But he's not planning on leaving on his own, though. Okay, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now, are you saying that she's leaving Congress? Why would she? Why would she leave? Yes, guys, please smash that like button. I appreciate you guys. RD says, is she leaving because of insider trading? But don't you think that she would have to be put out, dragged out? Marjorie Taylor Greene just leaving? I don't know. Is Marjorie Taylor Greene going to leave Spirit? Where is my... Excuse me, guys. I left it out so that, oh, here it is. I don't even know where I left the thing. Okay. Sorry. That's one of those questions, see, that I can, it's a one question answer. So I'm going to ask Spirit. Is Marjorie Taylor Greene going to leave her position in Congress? No. She's going to have to be put out. Nope. Will she have to leave because of insider trading? No. And you know why, guys? Because they all did it. They all did it. So we'd have to probably get rid of at least half of the Congress. And this wouldn't be the first time. Hi, Tink. Hi, Linda. So this wouldn't be the first time that they've done it. So I can't see anybody leaving, just up and leaving because they did some insider trading, you know? Okay, let's see. Will Elon Musk be charged with anything for his illegal activities? Spirit, will Elon Musk be charged with anything for his illegal activities? Right now, I'm getting no. That's just the energy around it right now. But I have a feeling. I always said he would go to jail, and I still believe he's going to jail because he's done too many things. Now, right now, it's saying no. Will Elon Musk go to prison, Spirit, for mishandling citizens' records? Okay, more specific. Yes, that's yes. But I think there's going to be a lot of things that he's going to go to prison for. And let's see what else. What else? What else? I'm tell you something, guys. None of these people are going to leave on their own. They like the money. They like the money. They like the power. Unless they're put out, dragged out, kind of like what Diddy did to Cassie, they are not going anywhere. They are not going anywhere. Yep, Layla is right. The entire administration is corrupt. And you got to make these people leave. I mean, when I say make them leave, we're talking about them messing with the vote and cheating. So trust me, if they get another chance to do that, they're going to do it again. They want to stay in power. Okay, Baron Trump has been in trouble, but is kept quiet. Can you read on that? Okay, that's a good one. All right, Spirit, tell me about Baron Trump. What's going on with him? What's going on with Baron Trump? What kind of trouble is he in, Spirit? All right. He had the Six of Swords. Well, let me pull a few more. Let's see. Knight of Coins in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. Are all my cards reversed? No. Magician reversed. Six of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Ace of Wands. and Seven of Swords reversed. Um, there's something going on with relationships for him. I mean, I've heard people, well, somebody might have asked what would happen if he um, brought home a non-white girl. And the six of swords is giving off that kind of energy. And things would be turned upside down. This is the Knight of Coins, if that happened. And the Ten of Cups, relationships would definitely be broken. But it looks like this Six of Swords here led this reading off. And there may be a problem with that. Then we have the Magician in reverse also. So he's not getting what he needs. You know, things are being manipulated around him to make him do things that they want him to do. But as far as his relationships goes, I think that's where his problems lie. Then we have the Five of Coins here. Um, it's kind of like he wants to do things, but he's being watched, he's being stopped. And then we have the Three of Wands. Um, this is planning that he's basically doing on his own. So he has something going on in his mind that he wants to do, but he's not being allowed to do it. We have the Ace of Wands, which is like, you know, wands are all about action. So he's creating something. He's trying to do something. Um, he's talking about a situation. I don't know. He could be talking about it with his mother, with that Ace of Wands showing up there. But it's kind of like with this tree showing up here. It could be about how things are in their lineage, or it could be also, guys. You know, trees talk about health also. Um, and we have the Seven of Swords here in reverse. Um, Seven of Swords, normally we're talking about theft and that kind of thing, but it's in the reverse and it's next to this tree. So I feel like it's some things that he wants to let go of. I think he's feeling, I can't see where he's just doing things that we would notice or recognize, but I think that there's something going on in his head that he wants to do that's non-traditional, that they wouldn't support, and that's bugging him. Here's the Tower. Yeah. So whatever he wants to do, here's the High Priestess. It's about secrets. It's something that's going on with him that he wants to do that's non-traditional as far as they go, and they're against it. And the Hermit. So he feels isolated. He really feels isolated. We have all these major arcana coming up here, guys. Yeah, something major is going on with him, but I think it's more about him making his own choices about things, and them not going along with whatever he decides that he wants to do. That's what I think it's about. So we'll have to see if he gets in any trouble, you know, with things going to where they're going. He's going to have a hard way to go, um, because he's got to listen to what his dad and mom wants him to do. Uh, Will orange peel be around in 2025? Well, he's here now, so let's see if he will continue to be around. All right, Spirit, will orange peel continue to be around in 2025? No. Okay, Spirit, does that mean that he will be leaving the office of the White House in 2025? Yes, that's what it means. Does that mean that he will be leaving this life in 2025? No. Okay, so that was a good question. We know he's going to leave. I hope he leaves in 2025. That's what Spirit is saying. So let's hope that that's true. That's the energy right now, guys. Um, uh, yep. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, she's trying to run for senator. I thought they had. See, you just never know. Something changed. I thought that she had decided that she wasn't going to run because he didn't want her to run, is what I heard. Will Pam Bondi go to jail? All right, Spirit. Will Pam Bondi go to jail? Oh, we're getting yes. We're getting yes, guys. Yes, she will. But I've read on that before and I got the same thing. So, yeah, she's going to be moving on. Administration is over. And they're all gonna have a jury trial for the most part, is what I'm hoping. It's a good question. I heard somebody say something about a stroke. All right. Did orange peel stop? All right, Spirit. Did orange peel have a stroke while he was going to the Middle East, in the Middle East, coming back from the Middle East? Okay. It's saying yes. So yes, he did. But no, he got the best medical care that anybody can have. So I'm sure they fixed him up real good. Mm, they're not going to just, I mean, if there's anything they can do to save his butt, they're going to do it, because the plane that was given to Trumpenstein, where women, um, I don't know. Linda, did you hear that that happened? Or, yeah, I heard that she said something like that. I don't know. That's what they say she said. Don't accept the plane. Okay, let's see what's going on with JD Vance. Something happened with him, or I mean, he's never been out there as far as that goes. What's going on with JD Vance Spirit? Hi, Sissy. JD Vance Spirit. Tell us about JD Vance. 3 cards. Eight of coins. So what is he working on? 7 of coins. And 5 of cups. Whatever he's working on is something that they have had already set up to happen, but for some reason it's not happening with this 5 of cups here. There's some regret about it, and it's not happening the way they thought it would happen. That's what he's working on right now. That's what he's doing. Katie Porter. Oh, okay. You're talking to somebody else. Yeah, I hear you, Layla. Will 45 continue to get away with all the corruption with the Saudis offering a golf course? What is this all about with this? Let me just see. Spirit. Will Orange Peel be able to accept any of the gifts that the Saudis are offering? No. So they're offering these things, but I think it's still people are against him. You know, to me, that's treason. Muskrat is going to jail. Will Mike Johnson lose his job if the deal for Medicaid does not go through? Will he lose his job? Saying yes. Let's see what's going to happen with Section 8, guys. That's one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Section 8, Spirit. What's going to happen with Section 8? What's going to happen with Section 8? What's going to happen with Section 8? Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. I think Section 8 is going to be okay. I don't know what kind of changes they're making. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Victory, and the Queen of Pentacles, who's watching that money. Now, they may change some things, but I think for the most part, it's going to hold together, guys. So I think we're okay with Section 8. I mean, I know he's proposing a whole bunch of stuff, um, but I think it's going to be okay. Let's look at Medicare. Tell us about Medicare, Spirit. What's happening with Medicare? So far, I get the King of Pentacles is a fool, and I think that King of Pentacles is the person who got this all started. Well, who Leon took a big risk. All right, Spirit, tell us more about Section 8. I mean, Medicare. What's going on with Medicare? Will there be cuts to Medicare? Page of Pentacles. They're still looking hard at it. The plan. They still got choices to make. They're hoping. I think they're a little disappointed though that their plan hasn't come together like they wanted it. So they're still trying to make offers as to how they're gonna do this and do that, but they're disappointed about it. And we have justice, so we don't have to really worry about that. And Medicaid. I think that judge that was arrested, they got her on paid leave or something while they're looking into everything. Smokey Robinson. She's going to be back to work though. It's just scare tactics. Scare tactics. Okay, Medicaid. Tell us what's happening with Medicaid, Spirit. So there's information going to be coming out pretty quickly about that. Justice again. You saw me shuffling, guys. Okay, don't worry about Medicaid. Now, what's happening with Smokey Robinson? That's a good question. Smokey Robinson, what's up with you? What have you done? Is it true? What's going on with you, Smokey Robinson? Smokey Robinson. Oh, the truth is coming out. Fool in reverse. And some things are hidden. So I got a feeling that some of these things that they're saying about him is true. Choices. Thinking about the way things were, how they happened in the past. And then we got the high priestess again. Yeah. Okay. Some of the stuff that they're saying about him, guys, is true. Now, they're talking about things that happened from the 80s or 90s to 2024. Some of that stuff, what they're saying about it could be all true. I mean, no, but it looks like it's true. Okay. Spirit, will Smokey Robinson do any jail time because of the allegations for entertainment purposes only? I'm getting yes. They're going to throw him in jail, just like they did Bill Cosby. Of course. Of course. Let's look at Social Security. Yep. Guys, it might not happen right away. I was talking about Smokey Robinson. It may not happen right away, but yeah, he's gonna do some time. I mean, what is he? 80. He's up in his 80s, 84, 85, something. He's up there. I don't know. Somebody look up his age. I know he's up there. But they put all the other old ones in jail. So now we're talking about Social Security, Spirit. Tell us about Social Security. What are we looking at when it comes to Social Security? Smokey Robinson, Layla, he's got 4 rape charges against him. He's 85. Okay. From his housekeepers over the years. And they decided to come out now and expose it. Okay, Social Security. What's going to happen with Social Security? All right. They're focused on it. Hangman in the reverse. They're not going to be able to do anything with Social Security. And they're going to be very disappointed that they can't make that happen also. Guys, we don't have to worry about any of that. They're going to keep throwing that in our faces. But we're going to find out pretty quickly here that they're going to have to leave it alone. I think a lot of this is going to come to a head pretty soon, guys. They're going to have to leave it alone. Stop messing with it. I light my sage. Saw that. Okay, I know we all need our money. Valerie, we all need our money. Yes, Jackie, he does. I kind of, we're talking about Smokey Robinson. At first I thought, and this is the first time I threw on it, was tonight. Because these ladies, you know, they don't even speak English. I thought maybe because they're immigrants, but they've been here in the country for a long time. I don't know if they just worked for him, but they would, you know, he has homes, like 4 homes or something. And these people were his housekeepers. And at first it crossed my mind that maybe they're doing that because they want to stay in the country, or they maybe know that maybe they're going to be deported and they need the money. And that was my first thought, because I'm like, Smokey Robinson, after all this time, what are we talking about? But then you guys saw what I read on. Let's see if they're lying on him. Spirit. Are any of the housekeepers lying on Smokey Robinson? I'm getting no. And it's just like, you know, I was going to read on Cassie and why she stayed with him. And I think I still will. But that power, guys, it's the money and the power. It's like they barely speak English. As a matter of fact, they had an interpreter on when I saw it on the news, speaking for them. And that's what made me think that maybe it was just a ploy to get money if they got deported. Um, what was I going to say? Yeah. Okay. But this kept happening over and over again. The women that had been there, like from the beginning, from the 80s or 90s, it kept happening to them. So they're suing him and his wife because they're saying that she knew about it and she could have stopped it. I don't know how true all that is. This is for entertainment purposes only, but this is what they're reporting. So they've both been sued. But when you think about it, it's the power thing. It's like who would believe that if they ran to the police and said, "Oh, Smokey Robinson, he just raped me." First of all, it's their jobs, and if they're immigrants and they need that money, it's taking care of their families that are here. You can think of a whole lot of reasons why they may have stayed and endured. But let's see what's going on with Cassie. Spirit, tell me about Cassie. Guys, she's 9 months pregnant, sitting up there. Power. It's the same thing with T-Rock. People are made to do things against their will because he has the money and he has the power to control. Hi, it's what you think it is. And Yuka. Hello. Bonsil. Yeah. I said the same thing about Bill Cosby. I couldn't believe it after so many years. But then it's so much involved in that, guys. All right. Cassie, what's going on with you, girl? Spirit, talk to me about Cassie. What's going on with Cassie? I know she's got to be so embarrassed about everything that's going on with her. But she did finally find her somebody, which is good. All right, Cassie. What's going on with Cassie? How's she doing, Spirit? Ooh, she's first card up. She's very regretful. She's mourning. She's got to go through all of this at the trial, and she's pregnant. Can you imagine what's emotionally how this is messing with her? She had to make a choice. She's talking about all the secrets. She's standing her ground. And she's using every tool in her toolbox. She's letting it all out. She's letting it all out. They're going to throw him under the doggone jail when she gets through. Now, today, the prosecution talked to her. Tomorrow, she gets cross-examined. And, of course, they're going to make it really hard on her, but I don't know how hard they can go when she's sitting up there with a big belly, 9 months pregnant. It's going to make them look silly. Okay. I want to know. Of course, he was almost 20 years older than her. She was in her 20s early 20s when he started messing with her. So he really manipulated her. She didn't mentally, she was not in the right place for that game that he was playing with her. So I want to know, Spirit, tell me exactly. Why did she take all of the abuse? Why did Cassie take all of that abuse? What was going on in her mind? Yep, she's going to let it all out. We're going to find out some interesting things, guys. Not just the beating, the way he did her. Okay, Cassie was looking at her future and she thought, the glamour and all that kind of stuff, the money. And she, I think in the beginning or somewhere in there, she really cared about him. Here's a marriage card. She really cared about him. She thought they were going to really be together. But I think it was the glamour, the money, the world. It was like a new beginning, a beginning that she loved. And so eventually she really kind of sort of cared about him. In her warped mind, you have to remember, she's early 20s, he's 40, whatever. So he knew how to manipulate her. And then she thought, I don't know we got the King of Cups here. So we're talking about relationships, emotions. She thought, I think that she may have thought in her young mind that he cared about her in some kind of way. She didn't understand that he was manipulating her. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. She was focused on the money, really, the lifestyle. She thought he cared about her. She thought eventually they would really get together and have a family. And she was focused on that lifestyle. That's why she did it. So how is she going to feel? Valerie says she believes she trusted Diddy. Yeah, I think in the beginning. In the beginning, I think she did. Because you got to think, you're 20 and he's 40. You're like, you could be his daughter. And you're kind of wet behind the ears, and he's been through a lot already. So I want to ask this. Was it his plan to use her for Mex traffic? Was that his plan, Spirit? Tell me about the Mex traffic. Tell me about Diddy and the Mex trafficking. Is that what he used her for? Diddy and the Mex trafficking. Cassie. Oh my goodness. Well, one thing that's going to happen with him is he's going down. Tower. He's going down. This is it. This is it. He's feeling that left out in the cold, and we're getting all this information. It's kind of took me in a different direction. But of course, he's going to stand his ground. And this 10 of Cups here is about relationships, but it's falling right next to that Tower. It wasn't his plan. Let me clarify that. Let me clarify that 10 of Cups. Clarify 10 of Cups, Spirit. What's that about? Retreating. Okay, maybe in the beginning, well, Cassie thought that there was some kind of relationship in the beginning, but then she found out that things were not as she thought, and she tried to walk away from it. And we can see that she tried to retreat from it, but he was working with too many other people, and it was hard for her to get away from it. Um, so still didn't really answer my question. Okay, Spirit, in the beginning, was it Diddy's plan to use Cassie for X traffic? Oh, okay, it was. Yes. Yes, it was. It was. So what's going to happen with him, Spirit? What's going to happen with him? What's going to happen with Diddy? What's going to happen with Diddy? What's going to happen with Diddy, Spirit? I think I already know, but we'll see what the cards say. What's going to happen with him, Spirit? Disappointment, exposure. A lot of things that happened in the past are going to come out. Oh, he's going to be hard, but he's going down. There's all the chaos and all the confusion, all the things that he did is going to come out. We're going to hear about it. Okay, now, will he be convicted on trafficking? Well, we know he's going to be convicted on a lot of things, because really they're saying that he, just because they had domestic violence, but no, it was kidnapped too, because he wouldn't let her leave. He wouldn't let her go see her mother and all that. So it's more than domestic violence as far as I'm concerned, because when he was beating her up and stuff, she wanted to go see her mother and he wouldn't let her. So that's kidnap also. All right. Trafficking. Will he be convicted on trafficking? Tell me about that, Spirit. Yeah. 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 He's going to be convicted. We have the Two of Cups here. They're talking about the relationship between him and other people. There's judgment. So we're going to find out. And then how he kept doing it over and over and over again, getting other people. We're gonna find out about his plan. What about the money laundering? The RICO charges. Money laundering. Hi, Nicholas. I'll get to your question next. Ooh, yeah. Yep. Um, okay. So there's a plan, but I think they're deciding what to do about this, but here's the money. And here's him going down and get stabbed in the back about it. So somebody's going to talk about it. Somebody is going to talk about it. Will he get life in prison? Yeah, I think so, but I'll see. All right, Spirit. Will Diddy get life in prison? Yes. And the thing about it, guys, okay, so what if he has something to do with other people going down? Like, say, Kim Porter. Now, I don't know, does New York have the death penalty? That's another question because her name keeps coming up in the trial. Spirit. For entertainment purposes only. Did Diddy have anything to do with Kim Porter's death? Yes. Yes, he did. Thank you. Will that come out in court? Will anything about that come out in court? Yes. Is Kim Porter working behind the veil to make sure that it happens? Yes, she is. Yes, she is. So, yeah. Um, Diana Ross. Anything like what? They all knew each other. They all were in the entertainment business. Was Diana Ross involved in anything illegal that Diddy did? No. Nope. I really think that Black people shouldn't be here either. I guess I'm missing something there. Okay, let me answer. You want to know about those white Africans? I see this as a warning. I really think that Black people shouldn't be here either. Why not? Basil, clarify that for me. I guess I don't know what you're talking about. Well, you don't think that Black people should be here either? Some Black people were here when Columbus came and discovered America. So they say, discovered. Okay, there were already people here, so I don't know. Okay, Nicholas says, thank you, Nicholas, so much. I appreciate your support. Thank you. I'm back at you tenfold. Now, you want to know, hope you're doing well. Important question. I'm doing good. Thank you. Are both the Dula brothers, Alan and John, founders of the CIA, assisting the dark side, specifically Orange Mussolini and cohorts from the other side? Well, let's see. All right. Duels. Are the Duels brothers, Alan and John, assisting Mussolini, Orange Mussolini, from the dark side of the veil, Spirit? Are they assisting him? Three cards, Spirit. Three cards. Are they assisting him? Emperor. Hmm. Um, it could be. They were part of the CIA, you said? Founders of the CIA. Let me see. Are the Duels brothers, founders of the CIA, assisting the dark side, specifically for orange peel? Are they assisting? I'm getting yes. That energy could definitely be there, yes. Because I'm getting like the celebration here, the collaboration, and this is the law. We never know what energy is what's happening, but hey, could be. And spirit just said yes. It's a good question. Okay, let me see if I can find out exactly what Bonsil is saying here. Did you repeat that question, Bonsil? Okay, okay, Nicholas, thank you. All right, guys, you see Nate, you see Nicholas. You guys see what Nicholas said? Oh, thank you, Tink. You got him. Thank you. You guys, thank you so much for taking care of me. I didn't notice. Okay, let's see. What else? Cassie's mom, she never told her exactly what was going, from what I heard from the trial. She never told her mother exactly what was going on. She had an excuse. I think she only told her one time that something happened to her, but she made some kind of excuse for Diddy. So let's see, what is Cassie's mom thinking right now about the whole situation? How is Cassie's mom feeling about the situation with Diddy? And guys, you got to think about Cassie. It's a lot to put up all that, to air all that laundry out to the public like she's doing right now. I can't imagine. It's got to be pretty hurtful for her. What is Cassie's mom thinking about all this, Spirit? And they're reversed. Yeah, she feels like, she's upset because she didn't know. She really didn't know. But she's happy that Cassie has moved on from him with this Six of Swords. And she's happy to see that she's getting stronger, that she has the strength to endure this. Um, yeah, she didn't know. She didn't know everything. Because he threatened to tell the mother exactly what Cassie, about the freak offs and stuff. And that was one reason that Cassie stayed with him, because of that. So in the end, Spirit, when everything is said and done, how is Cassie going to get through this? Will she be able to handle it when everybody knows exactly everything that's gone on with her, with him, and all the crazy things he had her doing? How is she going to be able to handle this? Tell me about Cassie. how she's going to be able to handle this. She's on her third baby. I really feel kind of bad for her. You know what I'm saying? I think because she was so young and she got involved with devil. They're all that's said and done. Tell me, Spirit, how's Cassie going to handle this when we all know exactly everything? All right, tell me about Cassie's Spirit. Well, that's good. Okay, it looks like she's going to be okay. She's going to move on. We have the Ace of Wands here. And in the past, okay, she feels like a fool because I think with this page of swords here, it's kind of like she finally figured out the truth, then it's crossed by the Fool. She decided to leave that life alone, and what she thought was good ended up being, with the Page of Cups there, something she didn't expect. But the foundation of this reading is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the money, in the beginning, the money was good. Okay. And I think he kept her from really pursuing her career, from what I'm hearing about. So she was making money from, he takes them in, and then supposedly he gets them doing things. He takes in these people, these young people who want to be stars, and he's going to help them build them up and all that. So she was making money at doing what she was doing. And then here's the future. Her and her family. Right now, she's on the defensive, and we know she's on the defensive because she's in, there. She's at the trial. I had the Page of Pentacles. So it's like the outside, some people looking in at her think that she was just all about the money. That's how people are looking at her. Some people. But the truth is going to come out about exactly what happened. So we're going to find out about the truth. How is she feeling, though? How's she going to feel? Okay, we have the Magician. So I think it's going to be like she's going to be a survivor. Because you can imagine, guys, all this information coming out about you, about what you've done, how you did it, how you manipulated, and all that kind of stuff could really send you down into a deep, dark hole, But I think she's going to be okay. Probably because she's got the support of her husband and that kind of thing around her. Yeah, celebration. And it is because of the partnership that she has right now with her husband. And she's working hard at clearing her name and building a life for herself. The King of Wands. I think that this is about him, her husband, taking the action, standing by her, really taking a leadership role and helping her through this. So, looks like she's going to be okay. Okay, Sissy, thank you. Thank you, Sissy. This is for giving me hope, courage, and strength when dealing with my intruder for second-degree burglary. I just don't understand his intent, but I'm safe, and that is what matters. Yes, Sissy, that's right. That's what matters. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate you. I really think, Sissy, I feel like he's really going to do some time. I don't think he's going to get away with it. He's just going to get off. You make sure they know that you were in fear of your life, and the only thing that saved you were your dogs. I mean, make sure they know that, because he can't just get out and you're still scared. I mean, yeah. But thank you. I think everything's going to work out for you, Sissy. Yeah. I think it's got to be more than breaking and entering, and you're in the house. Mm-mm. Yeah. Make sure they know that your dogs were the only thing. Don't, girl, stand up for yourself. Don't let them get away with you. Get away with that. You know what I'm saying? And let them know that you're still afraid for your life. Yeah, we're going to send you lots of love and light, and you keep us updated on everything that's going on with that, Sissy. Yeah, Ron Sale says it was an attempted murder. Or, yeah, tell them that. That's how you feel. Now, I don't know what because I know um, they need to throw the book at him, as far as I'm concerned. They need to throw the book at him, and it's up to you to make sure that they do. Don't back down. Oh, you're welcome, Sissy. Just don't back down. Be your own advocate. Don't let them get away with it. Mm-mm. Because just think about what could have happened if your dogs weren't there. How did he know that? I mean, who says it wasn't planned? How did he know which house to break into? Did he see you coming and going? I mean, these are things that you gotta make sure that they know. Love you too, sister. Okay, let's see what else. Oh yeah, Andion is asking if you live far from others. Can't you get somebody, Sissy? Can't you get somebody to help you with this case? Like, don't they have advocates for people? Maybe you can't afford to have a full blown attorney, but you let them know that you're afraid for your life and you need somebody to help you with this. I don't know who you would go to for that, but I would check that out. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be somebody that you can go to. I'm trying to think who you would call. Um, if anybody, public defender, yeah. But who would she call? Von Seal, that's what I think too. He probably was watching. He knew you were there by yourself, but he probably didn't know about dogs. So does she call like the courthouse or something? Oh, there you go. Von Seal said the courthouse too. Okay, yeah. And tell them that tell them what happened to you. You need somebody to help you with it because you're afraid for your life. He scared you so badly, you know, that you need some help with this. You need to make sure that he stays locked up for a long time. Okay. He's trespassed 4 times. You do have a lawyer and a DA. Shouldn't that get him? Well, the police are the ones that are not doing what they should do. Is that right, Sissy? They didn't charge him the way they should. Okay, I think Sissy already got the restraining order, but she wants to make sure that he doesn't get out. Period. Because, first of all, who's going to watch to make sure he doesn't come there once he gets out? See, that's something you should be talking to people about. Yeah, security cameras. Yeah. You just got to put it all out there. That's what I would do. That's a prosecutor issue, and you can get notifications as a victim before something goes out. That's what RD says. Before someone gets out. Yeah. Yeah. It's very scary. But yeah, it's what you think it is. Says, yeah, be loud about it too, sissy. Tell everyone. Yeah, I would make sure. I would make sure that you made a lot of noise about this to whoever you could. I mean, who represents your town? Who's the rep? Get them involved. Get them involved. That's what they're there for. Okay. Okay, you're saying you also have the ISBI and the Oklahoma's Victim Action Unit, and the detective working the case is a woman, and she did mishandle the interview, but did get a confession. He was there. He said he was. So, what is it that the police were saying that they didn't? Were they saying that they couldn't put him there or something? I think you said something about that, Sissy, before. Um, it looks like you got some good people working with you and for you. So you just victims advocate. Yeah. There you go. RD says a victims advocate. Yeah, that's what you need. Somebody's got to know how afraid you are and what you're really thinking, that you are there by yourself and all that, and what could have happened. You got to make sure that they know all that and that you are afraid. Okay. We're going to solve this for you, Sissy. We're going to solve this for you. Um, just make sure you get a lot of help. Oh, Sissy, thank you. The intruder said he was frustrated and needed to blow off steam. Really? Okay, you have and you have a lawyer, a DA, and a victim's advocate. Okay, so you have what you need. He's trying to blow off steam. What happens the next time he tries to blow off some steam? I mean, really? What's that about? He should stay locked up. I don't see him coming out. Thank you, Sissy. Your spirit rings. Back at you tenfold. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, it looks like you have a lot of good people working for you, but make sure they understand he can't get out. He cannot get out. Mm-mm. Bonsil. Those are her spirit bells, spirit rings. I don't know what he means by blowing off steam, though. Make sure I got you. I want to know what that means also about him blowing off steam. Okay. Sissy, you see what Jackie B said? Make sure you're getting all the help you can get. And when they say that's all they can do, ask them again. Is there anything else you can do to help me? Um, really, really make them work. That's what they're getting paid for. Dig deep. Okay. Let me see what else we have. What other questions we have here? Was Oprah involved? Now, yeah, that shocked me when I read on that before, and I got that she was. Let's look at Oprah. Let's look at Oprah. Tell us about Oprah's spirit. Oprah. Is Oprah involved in anything that has to do with Diddy's spirit? Mm. Mm. What? You, He used a stringer fighting my dogs too. So if he confessed, I can't see why they won't keep him. Thank you, Sissy, for that. He made a confession. So he was letting off steam. What if he had killed your dog? Then what? And Nicholas says, were the truly horrific nightmares I suffered about 2 months ago a spiritual attack from afar for talking about the dark shamans working for Pootie? Let's see. All right, Spirit. Were the spiritual attacks nightmares? Were the nightmares that Nicholas suffered spiritual attacks from afar, talking about the dark shamans working for Pootie? Will these spirit attacks I'm getting yes. So Nicholas, not that I'm advertising anything, guys, but I do coaching about clearing things out of your energy fields and that kind of thing. So email me. There is a charge for it, but I can help you clear some things out of your energy field. Just email me and I'll let you know about that. Just did one today, so for someone else. So email me and let me know if you're interested in that, um, getting your energy field cleared out, because sometimes we can have attachments, um, things that get into our energy fields, and I can give you things that you can do to help clear some things up. So my email should be in the description if you're interested. It said yes. Okay, yeah. Was that the one? Okay, I got yours, Nicholas. And yeah, I'm what, Sissy, I'm really concerned about that, because what if he had done something to your dogs? He's still in custody. I felt he was successful. My dogs would have been hurt or killed. And yes, I did fear my life. I just wanted to know what his intent would have been if he was successful. Yeah, right, right. Let's see. What was his intention towards Sissy? What was the intruder's attention? What was his intentions toward Sissy Spirit? What was his intentions towards Sissy? I got a feeling he was watching you already. Hmm. We have the Eight of Swords. It was not good. Yeah, he didn't have good intent. His intentions were to tie you up, do whatever, do something. That was his intentions. He had been drinking, so he's full of something. Um, it was a foolish idea, the risk that he took to do that. And I just don't think that this was just random. He might say it was random. I don't think so. Spirit. Was this a random attempt against? No, it wasn't random, Sissy. It wasn't random. I think he had been watching you. And I hope that doesn't scare you more, but yeah. Thank you, Nicholas. You said they were literally the worst nightmares you've ever had. Um, yeah, Nicholas, I think you need some clearing. From all the things that you have told me so far about yourself, I think you need some cleansing and clearing. I think you should email me. So thank you, Nicholas. Spirit bells. Your spirit rings. Back at you tenfold. Thank you so much. And Sissy, yep, and Dion, that's right. Okay, Sissy says that is where the police screwed up. They did not get the intent. So, but he broke into your house. Are they gonna say he just broke in? He just broke in for no reason? Kyle Packard, 25 years old, a meth head and mean. Yeah, that's where that he was full of it showed up. Thank you, Vancia. Let me just ask about Kyle. What's going on with Kyle? Will he end up locked up for 3 cards? Yeah, the confession should be enough. But I agree with you, Rich. That should be enough. There's some. Okay, I want you, Sissy. There's something that's being held back. I wonder, do they? Why does he keep getting away with trespassing? Is there something that they're keeping from you? Because this looks like a victory for him. And when are you supposed to find out about this? Because it looked like it's coming pretty quick. Um, Spirit, will Kyle go to prison for what he did to Sissy? Okay, I'm getting yes that he will go to prison, but Spirit, will there be a victory for Kyle? No, it's that victory for Sissy. Yes. Okay. I ask about Kyle. There's some things unknown. The victory is for you, and you should be finding out about it pretty quickly. So maybe something's going to come out that we don't know about. Well, they should be getting more out of him. I see what you're saying. That he would, but he told them that he was trying to blow off steam. So what was he going to do to blow off steam? Yeah, your life was definitely at risk. Yeah. Okay, Nicholas, that sounds good. I really think that you could use some kind of clearing. I really do. Okay. Um, okay. I think you'll be okay. I really do. Valerie wants to know what's going on with Abrego Garcia. They keep saying that they're never gonna let him back, but let's see. All right, Spirit, what's going on with Garcia? Is he coming back to the United States? What's going on with Garcia, Spirit? What's going on with Abrego Garcia? Will he be coming back to the U.S. Spirit? Who was that I heard say, if he comes back, it might have been his press secretary. If he comes back, we're just going to arrest him again. Okay, what's going to happen with him, Spirit? It's going to be slow moving because of him. There's some kind of partnership. They for some reason they don't want to let him come back. But there's some movement, but it's slow, and it's because T-Rump is holding it up. But why? Just because his little ego wants to keep him there because he said he wasn't going to let him come back. So that's what he wants to do. So how long has he been gone now? Almost 3 months. Let's see if he will be coming back. Will Garcia, Spirit, will Garcia ever come back to the U.S.? Yes, he will. Will he come back while T-Rump is in office? No. See, what I don't understand is why don't they put those lawyers or whoever he has working for him that somebody got to go to jail. I don't know why they're letting him get away with so much. I really don't. Will anything have become of the people that are working with T-Rump? Will they get any kind of punishment spirit? Show me what's going to happen with those people who are not following the Constitution. What's going to happen with them, spirit? What's going to happen with those people that are just buying the judges? So are they leaving it up to T-Rump as far as, are they just blaming him? What about the attorneys and things? There is going to be somebody that's going to come through that's going to try to fix this mess. And we have the King of Cups here. Now, I don't know if that could be eventually Biden when T-Rump is gone, because they're going to try to balance the scales and get him back. But we have judgment. So this is about making things right that happened in the past. Let's ask. Will Biden be the one to get Garcia released? Okay, saying yes. Is this after Orange Peel leaves the White House as President of the United States? Yes. They're going to keep him as long as they can. I will. Okay, I read that already. Um, every time I see that, he wanted to blow off steam. I wonder what they should find out exactly what he meant by that. Tell him you want to know what he meant by that. Okay, that's a good question. What will people generally be feeling during the holiday times? December, November. Will we have happy holidays? What will happen around the holidays, Spirit? Will people have happy holidays because of all the things that Europe is imposing to happen? Tell us what the holidays look like for people of the United States, Spirit. What do holidays look like for them? Ooh. There's going to be some problems. I don't think things are going to be exactly worked out yet because it's going to take a minute. I think with the tariffs, did we get something cleared up about as far as the tariffs goes? Um, so we're going to get the news. So there, I believe that as far as all the collaborating that's been going on to mess things up in America, that will have ended. Okay. So his little reign will be over. But we're still going to feel like we've been betrayed. Yeah, we're still going to feel like we've been betrayed. And people are going to be focused on doing things creatively to make it a good holiday. But no, we're going to feel like we've been betrayed. Because generally speaking, when he gets out of office, things have got to be brought back to normal. And it's not just going to happen because he's messed with so many things. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to take a minute. Um, oh, good, sissy. He won't talk without an attorney. Okay. And he can't get anybody to bail him out. But even it seems like to me he should have to stay because he already violated his parole. Okay, let's see if he'll be released in 2025. That would mean that orange peel will be gone. Will Garcia be released in 2025? Okay, I'm getting yes right now with that energy is saying yes, he will be. Oh, so he can't be bailed. Yeah, that's true because he violated his probation. Ah, so you should probably try to find out how long his probation was. Oh, and Dion. Yeah, you said your dog saved you. Yeah, I really think that that's what's happening. That's why you should really be loud about what you want done with him. Okay, let's see. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. Sissy, we're sending you lots of prayers and hopes and everything that things will go well for you. I feel like they will. Just make sure you're really, really loud with everybody that's working with you. Don't let them get away with anything else, and let them know that if just keep at them. What else can you do for me? I don't feel safe. What else can you do? What else can you tell me? What else can happen? I don't feel safe. I mean, just keep saying that over and over to them. Don't let them off the hook easy. Let them know that you're not going to just take it. You know? So let me get a card for us, guys. See what Spirit wants us to know. Oh, Tink wants to know. I missed that question, Tink. Did Prince die because he knew about Diddy? Now, I kind of saw that online. People were saying that he knew something. Diddy just had too much power, didn't he? All right. Did Prince die because he knew too much about Diddy? Getting yes. Did Diddy have anything to do with the death of Prince? Did Diddy have anything to do with the death of Prince? I'm getting yes. See, I didn't really pay any attention to it because, people just say things. And then where was Cassie's mom during all this? They lived in different states, Linda, and she kept it from her mother. I don't think all those people that watch him beat on Cassie and didn't do anything about it. But let's see. Spirit, will there be more people going to jail with Diddy because of his actions and their actions? I'm getting yes. You know what, guys? I really think this is bigger than what we think. Because you know what? I kept remember, guys. Every time I was reading on politics, I kept getting the Epps kind of stuff. I think we may be going back to a lot of that. I think when it all, because if we're talking about traffic, I think that involves a lot of different people. I think it's going to get pretty deep. Uh-oh. Nathan says he removed the wrong person. Well, they'll try to get back, hopefully. Will anything about Epps come about in the Diddy trial? Spirit. Will anything about Epstein come about in the Diddy trial? Yes. That could involve a whole lot of people, guys. And we know we're talking about the person at the top, right? I think things go deep with that. Okay. Will Diddy's sons go down with him? Will his sons go down with him? I'm getting no. You know what? I'm thinking that if they did something, wouldn't they have to have a separate trial for them? Now, eventually they may. Will Diddy's sons be implicated in his wrongdoing during his trial? No. Will they have separate trials in the future? Yes. Uh, okay. Von Sil, somebody asked that question too about the white South Africans coming here. Um, it's because of racism. They want to get rid of all the black and brown people. But let me read on it. They want this to be a white nation. Let's just the point blank, period. Because we're dealing with very racist individuals. Okay. Okay, what's going on, Spirit, with them letting the white Africans in the United States and getting rid of all the other immigrants? What's going on with that? So it's legal for them to come because he said so. What's going on with that, Spirit? We have the Lovers, which is divisive. He's trying to divide people even more. This is something for us to fight against. It's very divisive. There's a lot of manipulation going on. He feels that um, in a sense, this is the Queen of Swords, but I think in this case, um, a lot of it has to do with the women and the women, because this is about leadership. Those women that are in office that are ruling against him too. He's looking at that. Now, because he brings them here, does that mean that they'll have a chance to vote? Keeps changing rules, keeps changing laws, trying to, okay? Um, but here's a tower moment, guys. Now, I know that I'm not sure. I have to do more research on that. How many he's let in here, if he's let some in already, and how many more he plans to let in. But it's going to backfire on him in some way. It's going to backfire on him. Let's see if we can get some clarity on that. Clarity on that tower, Spirit. What's going to happen? Yeah. Um, there's going to be some kind of judgment made against it, about it. And then he's going down for it, in a sense. This is not going to work. But he wants things. What he wants is to get things back to the way they were when they were, the white supremacists were in power. He wants them to help with the power issues around the country. It's too many black and brown people that have power to sit him down. Okay. Does Elon have anything to do with that? Does Elon have anything to do with the white South Africans coming to America? Yes, he does. Okay. Is this because the reason that T-Rump wants them here, is this because of racism? Yes. Is it because he wants more white people people with white skin in the country. Is that what it is, Spirit? Yes. So get rid of the black and brown people, bring in as many white people as you can, and that's going to help. Now they said white farmers. Does that mean their families too? So they can make more white babies? Will they get to vote? I mean, there's a lot to look at when we talk about that. Okay, yeah. Oprah. All right, Spirit, tell us about Oprah. Is she Oprah? Are you involved with Diddy? Are you involved with Diddy, Oprah? Tell us about Diddy and Oprah, Spirit. What's going on with Diddy and Oprah? Balance. They're trying to balance. Now, there's some secrets, and they're trying to hang on to those secrets really, really tightly. Let's see what the future looks like. There's something going on, and there's some chaos behind it. So something come up in the trial? Guys, you know who I really want them to talk to? I was hoping that, what's that little girl's, not that young lady's name, that talked about him, and she talked about Oprah. I was hoping that she would be one of the people that testified. We don't know who all is going to come up right now testifying. I can't remember her name. Guys, if you remember her name, put it in chat. I can't remember her name right now. Let's see. What's her name? Anyway, will Oprah's name come up during Diddy's trial? Yes. Somebody's walking away. We talked about Oprah. And karma is going to come. The law is going to come. There's a lot of sorrow going on. There is overflowing emotions. Some kind of change and some kind of chaos in fighting about the situation. So I think that her name is going to come up. Will we find out, Spirit, that she's been involved in any of Diddy's crimes? Okay, stop. Spirit. Will we find out that Oprah's involved in any of Diddy's crimes? Will that come out? Getting yes. That shocks me every time I get a yes when I ask about her. It's not the first time I've gotten a yes. No. She's doing a lot of juggling. She's trying to hang on to everything she has, though. I don't know. Yeah. You know how those people were paying people off to keep their names out of the whole situation at one point, guys? Remember we heard about that? That's what's happening with her. She's paid some people off. Okay, let's see. Let me see. What else am I missing? Yeah, send Sissy lots of protection, guys. Keep her in your prayers. Mm, yeah, guys. I think if he stays in office, it's not going to matter whether you are a citizen or not, and which means, I'm black. That includes me and my people. But he's starting in one place, but he's going to end up trying to. Oh, Allie, that's right. Let's see, Allie. Thank you. Eventually, I think he wants to get everybody. Okay, Spirit. Will Allie Carter, will she testify at Diddy's trial? I'm getting yes. Is Allie Carter afraid for her life? No. Will she be like a surprise witness, Spirit? Yes, Allie Carter. She had the biggest mouth at one time, guys. Remember about Diddy? Tell us about Allie Carter, Spirit. Tell us about Allie Carter. Tell us about Allie Carter. Tell us about Allie Carter, Spirit. What's going on? Yeah, she has a lot of tea to spill. She has lot of knowledge. She's trying to. Um, she wants to get it out there. She's worried about what's her challenge. Okay, the information she has, but she is concerned about the law and who she can trust. So she's really paying attention to the money. She right now she's on a defensive. She feels kind of tied up, but she knows that she has to move forward. She's still worried about what's going to happen, but here's the empress. That's the final outcome. So she has a lot of things, a lot of information that she can bring out. Will she? Will Allie Carter be successful when she speaks at Diddy's trial? Okay, yes. Will she speak at Diddy's trial? Will she speak at Diddy's trial? Will Allie Carter speak at Diddy's trial? Getting yes, guys. What about Taraji Henson? No, I was talking about. I was. Did she have something to do with Diddy too? I was talking about Allie Carter. Valerie, did she have something to do with Diddy, Taraji? That's the first time I've heard that. Of MAGA world. Yeah. Well, they love him. They love him, sissy. Okay. Jaguar Wright. Oh, Jaguar Wright. I don't even know what to think about her sometimes. Sometimes she seems a little flaky. Is she for him or is she not for him? I don't know. She said that, okay, she's outrunning her mouth. I can't believe that they would call her, but they could. Spirit. Will Jaguar Wright testify in the Diddy trial? I'm getting no. Oh, Spirit. Will Trump pardon Diddy? Will Trump pardon Diddy once he's convicted? Spirit. Will Trump pardon Diddy once he's convicted? Maybe. Will he, once when Diddy is convicted, will Trump still be in office? No. If he's still in office, will he pardon Diddy? Still getting maybe. Will he pardon Diddy if Diddy pays him? Spirit. I'm getting a yes. Yep. So I guess it's going to take money. But, wow, yeah, why wouldn't he? He's pardoning all those other people. Who's in the courtroom watching the trial? She is there in the courtroom watching the trial. Okay, I missed something. Are you talking about Taraji? Oh, Jaguar. I saw her out talking. So it'd be an interview outside of the trial. So I would think if they were going to use her, she wouldn't be able to do a lot of talking about what's going on. Because I could never figure out if she was on his side or not on his side. I just could figure her out. Okay, guys, I'm going to pull a card for us now. I've been on a little while. Yeah. Andy, on your right. I think he's going to need them and then some. All right, Spirit, message for the people tonight. Okay, I get 901, turning the page. Now is the time to begin again. A chapter is closed in your life. Reinventing yourself is not easy, but it is necessary. Your angel's message now is to embrace that reality and combine it with confidence that you are ready to move ahead. Draw another card with the intention of receiving angel guidance on what is to come. Okay, let's draw another card. Okay, the big picture. Make choices that reflect the main goal. Your angels ask that instead of focusing on the little things that can distract you and create negativity, you shift your focus to the big picture. Your angels remind you that when you keep that image in mind, each choice you make will be in favor of what you ultimately want. That makes sense. Reflect upon your main goal now. Write it on a piece of paper and put the paper somewhere you can see it constantly, such as beside the bedroom mirror. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, because all we're getting is a lot of distractions. In other words, what is it that you really want? That is what you should focus on, what you want. Instead of us focusing on what he's doing, guys, focus on what you really want in your life. What do you want to see in your life? Okay, write that down. That should be your main focus. I think I keep saying this. We got to get off of him. We got to get off of him so that he won't be getting all of this help from us to move him forward. So guys, I'm thinking about doing some other things with my channel. That's one of the reasons right there. Law of attraction. We're giving him too much energy and he knows how to work it. So we've got to move on from there. Oh, you're welcome, Sissy. You're welcome, honey. Everything's going to be okay. I'm going to read on some other things um that's going to take us away from that so much. You know what I'm saying? Because the more we continue to focus on him, the more we're going to keep getting that same energy back. And we got to let it go, guys. We got to let it go. It's just too much. And do what Spirit just said. Write down what you want. Put it somewhere where you can see it. Focus on what you want in your life. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for the donations, guys. I really appreciate you, and back at you tenfold for everyone that donated. I appreciate, and even though just for being here, I appreciate you guys. You don't know how much I appreciate you guys being here, and we all helping each other through this mess. And what other ways, whatever other ways that we can help each other. It's a good thing to have a community like this, and I appreciate you guys. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Yeah, Miss Mom G says she heard Spirit say to her a few mornings ago to let it go when she was waking up. That's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to let it go. So you already got that from me. That's going to happen. Okay, guys. Thank you. I will see you guys later. Bye.